Hey everybody, Lawman Mike with www.lawmanguitars.com. Wow, bet you haven't seen one that looks like this before. I know I hadn't. Now it's strange enough to see a Gibson 330 with a Maestro, but a Maestro without the cover was just so intriguing to me. What we have is a 1966 Gibson ES-330 with the Maestro tailpiece. Now, typically when we see these, and they use the Maestros mostly on SGs, we've seen them on some 330s and 335s, but they normally would have the cover on them. Now, I looked at that and I said, oh, the cover's missing. Well, as we looked at it, and the dealership where I got it says, no, it was ordered that way. If you'll notice, there is no extra fading around it. It has always been like this. They ordered it without the cover on it. They wanted it just like this, and that's how they got it. Gibson sent it to them just like this, and I thought, well, isn't that cool? So anyway, you get a Maestro without the cover, and that's just the way it came, and it works just great. Let me tell you, it just sounds fantastic. I love these. These are my favorite whammies of all. I mean, I know you see a lot of Bigsby's out there, and Bigsby's are great. Maestros, my goodness, they're very touch sensitive. They don't send your guitar out of tune a lot like Bigsby's have a tendency to do. I love these. So anyway, 330, what's the difference between a 330 and a 335, you ask? Well, there is some subtle differences between them. As you look at them, they look a lot alike. The 335 connects at the 19th fret versus the 330, which attaches at the 15th fret. Now, to me, I own a couple 330s. I've never really owned a 335 as my personal guitar. They just feel more substantial to me. I mean, with the neck waving out there that extra few frets, I don't know, they felt a little more SG-ish to me, perhaps. I mean, the necks just felt a little more vulnerable. These just feel a little more substantial to me, and so I've always been more prone to like the 330s. Now, that's just personal preference, of course. Now, these guitars are also fully hollow. They have just a block in here for all the stuff to hang on. They don't have the center block like the 335 has, and a lot of people will say, well, you want to have the 335 because at high volumes they don't feed back as much. It's like, well, listen, I played at a lot of high volumes, and if you know what you're doing, you're not going to have any trouble at all controlling an ES-330 any more than a 335 at high volumes. Just my personal opinion. The next difference between them is the pickups. Now, a 335 would typically have humbuckers. The 330s have P90's. And as you all know, I'm a P90 guy. I love my P90's. I think they're the best pickups that Gibson makes. And many humbuckers run a close second to that. However, I love P90's. Now, from there, it's a 25-inch scale neck, and the nut on this one is a 1 9/16, so it's a little narrower. The mid-60s neck, of course, is a little thinner. As they got a little newer, the necks got a little thicker. I happen to like these. Not everybody likes the thinner 60s neck. I do. I think they're great. Now, the guitar itself is just in absolutely beautiful condition. It's got some finish crazing, of course, but no real damage. I mean, I couldn't see anything that was any real damage. I think he probably used a capo because there's some marks right here at the 3rd fret, which, you know, would probably be a typical place for a capo to be placed. There's just a couple scratches on the back. That back is so dark brown, it almost looks black, but it is dark brown. I could see it in my pictures. And then you get to the binding. I mean, you know, you gotta love this binding that they used on Gibson guitars. These were pure white when they made these. Look at them now. This golden amber color that you can't duplicate it. You see some reissue guitars with the yellow binding. Yellow binding does not look like this. This is amber, and it looks gold and rich and thick and beautiful. There is no way to duplicate this except age, and the binding on the neck and the binding on the body is just absolutely spectacular. From there, it's got the nylon bridge guides. The Tune-O-Matic is in great shape. The covers on the P90 is gorgeous. Original handle, original knobs, you know, just original everything. The Pickguard, a lot of those will be off these guitars. You can tell it's original. It's got a little hump right in here. You can always tell. But it still works perfectly well. The frets are in really nice shape. Original frets, no indication of any frets ever having been off this guitar, and the neck angle is absolutely perfect. It just plays with beautiful, beautiful low action. I love how this guitar plays. And you'll notice there's plenty of room here on this bridge. The adjusters are up here, which indicate that you got plenty of room to go down and up anymore, depending upon your style of play. Now, let's talk about the P90's. I was on the neck pickup, which I started off with. Let me just play a little bit on the neck, just to give you an idea how awesome these pickups sound. They're just so cool. I love that whammy. Let's go to the middle position. Whoa, let's go all the way to the back. Whoa, what an outstanding guitar. I just love this 330. This is absolutely, and this Maestro is just, I mean, have you seen one like this? I mean, I think it is so, so cool. Just love it. So, 1966, about as cool as they come. Got the case for you too, happy to show you. Only thing wrong with this case is it's got a little bit of Tolex missing. It's been protecting that guitar since 1966. It of course has some duct tape on the handle, but the original handle's still here. All the latches are here, hinges are here, even the bottom feeder on it. Inside, whoa, boy, that's pretty. Gold plush Gibson interior. Looks absolutely fantastic. Accessory boxes here. Smells like grandma's attic. No mildew or anything in here that would indicate any problems. Look at here, even the beautiful plush covered back restraint strap is still on here, and the ribbons are still on the hinges. Wow, this is really an outstanding case. And if you haven't noticed, these cases are getting really, really, really expensive. To try to buy one of these by themselves, you know, they're getting ridiculous. I'm happy I have a few around, but these cases are just very, very expensive, and they're getting scarce. So anyway, you don't have to go chase a case for that cool 1966 Gibson 330. We have the original case that goes with it, and it comes with a uncovered Maestro tailpiece. How cool is that? Check in on all of our really cool and unusual guitars at www.lawmanguitars.com. We're going to keep looking for really cool guitars for you. We keep buying and selling and having a great time. You've been calling to let me know you've been watching my videos. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Thanks a lot for watching.